Hey guys, it's TheNpcsim. So I have another tutorial as always. This one today is how to make piercings. Um, I'm going to show you how to make snake bite piercings because those are like the easiest ones to do in my opinion. And once you get the concept of how to make the snake bite piercings, you'll understand how to do the other ones like making a mouth piercing or an eyebrow piercing or something like that. It'll all like come together for you and you'll know how to do those. Thinking if there's anything else I need to add in. Um, I have a website and a Facebook page if you want to check me out. I have the links included in the description box. So check me out if you get the chance to. And alright, I'm done saying what I need to say, so let's get started. So the three things you're going to need is the Sims 2 body shop, which comes with your game once you install it. You're going to need an editing program such as Adobe Photoshop or GIMP. And you're going to need a picture of a piercing. I highly recommend you get a picture of a stud rather than a ring because the rings look very, very weird when you go to put them in. So, yeah, that's just my opinion. So anyways, let's get our body shop open. And to do that, you go to your Start menu. Then you go to All Programs. Then you go to EA Games. And then you find your most recently downloaded expansion pack. Now to do free time. And you just click Sims 2 Body Shop. And then we wait. Okay, so once you have your body strap up, you just go to create parts, start new project, and you go to create facial hair, makeup, and glasses, and you're gonna go to the costume makeup. You're gonna scroll all the way down until you get to this here zombie mask. And the reason I say the zombie one is because it covers the entire face along with the lips and the eyebrow and mouth and all that. So just click export, whatever you want, and then you just accept project name. And there we go. Your texture's saved to blah blah blah. You're going to minimize this. And now you're going to want to open up your editing program. The one thing you guys cannot use is Paint. Paint will just not work for this. So, I highly recommend getting GIMP. It is exactly like Photoshop in every single way, except I personally think it's easier to use and it's completely free. I'll include the link for it in my website. And yeah, I think that's all we need. So just open up your program, whichever one you click. Once your editing program has opened up, you're just going to go to File and Open. You're going to go to Documents, EA Games, The Sims 2, and Projects. And then you're just going to look for your folder. And there's two folders in here. It's the UU Face Zombie and the UU Face Zombie Alpha. We're going to open up the Alpha first. Alright, so as you see here, we have this gigantic black and white picture of what should be the zombie mask. And the first thing we're going to work on is the snake bites. So you might want to zoom in a little bit to the lip. Yeah, just like that. Alright, and then you're going to go over to your paint colors. And you don't want black or white. You want a nice dark gray, if you can help it. And then, yeah, we're going to start out with gray, and then we're going to change it. Yeah. Alright, so you're going to find a place where the snake bites will look good for you. And once you do, you just click that. You just click and you put a dot, and then just go to the other side and do that. And that's a little off for me. darn it. This is the only hard part, and it's just trying to find out where it would go and where it would look good and all that. Alright, I'm just going to call it good right there because I don't want to spend 20 minutes here while you guys watch me try to place it right. Plus, it actually looks pretty close to me. Alright, so once you have them where you want them, pardon me, I'm a bit sick today. Once you have them where you want them, we're just going to zoom back out. And now you're going to take your rectangle select tool, and we're going to need our black color back. Let me explain to you guys what this alpha does exactly. Obviously, you can see there's black and white in this alpha. Well, whatever you color black won't show up on the alpha anymore. Let me give you an example of that. Just take part of your alpha and fill it with the black color. Now save it. And go back to your body shop and refresh. And you can see the mask just disappears. And when you fill an alpha with white, it will show up. Refresh. And it comes back. So we're just going to cover up the mask parts that we don't need. We're just getting rid of it pretty much. So just start getting rid of the parts of the mask except for the dots. Do not cover up the dots. A little bit close for my comfort. Alright then, let's fill that in. Darn. Alright, now here's what you're going to do when you get down only the two little parts. You're going to zoom back in. You want to get kind of close to the dots as good as you can. And you're going to take your free select tool or lasso tool, whatever you call it. And you're going to go around the circle like so. You're not going to close it. Now you're going to go around the white parts. And then you're going to go back to the beginning circle. And you just fill that with black. And you'll be left with your circle. And just do that with the other part. And don't worry about the little excess white left over. We'll take care of that. Aha. Up, there we go. Fill. Alright, and these little white parts you just want to cover up. And boosh. Alright, as you can see, your circles might look a little distorted at this point, and that's totally fine because you can fix this. You just go back to the gray color that you had, and you get your paintbrush, and you just fill the circles back in like so. Oh, one thing you want to do before you continue anything is get some white and color the piercings in. I forgot to mention, I do gray because it's easier for me to outline it with the lasso tool when I go to get rid of the black. Gray in an alpha will partially show up on the alpha. So when you go to actually do the piercings and stuff, you'll barely be able to see the piercings because it's gray. So color it in white so it'll show up fully. And we're just going to zoom back out. And once you do that, you just go to File and Save. And we're just going to refresh and make sure that everything looks good. And everything looks great. That's awesome. And you should be left with two gray dots. Alright, so once you have that, you are going to select the entire alpha and we're going to copy it. Then you're just going to go to File and Open. Then you open up the UU Face Zombie image. Where'd you go? And you might want to close the alpha at this point so you don't get confused. We'll save. Alright, now we have our zombie picture up, and what you do is just press Control and V and do that. Now you're going to save. Well, you don't need to save now. The black won't show up on the face. Like, I'll save for you and show you. Yeah. Oh, it turns them white so it's easier to see. That's one thing you might want to do in case. So, yeah. Alright, now is the fun part. You just go and open up your piercing image that you found. If you haven't done so now, go to Google Images and look for a stud. And I'm going to go do that. Alright, click studs, and I found this stud. I'm kidding. And so once you find the image you want, you just right click it and click copy image. Let me minimize this. Let me go back to our editing program and go to File and New. Okay. And here you just paste your image. And now what we're going to do, you might want to zoom in a bit, not a lot. Hate when my thing does that. There we go. And you're going to take your ellipse tool. Oh, ellipse tool. I was like, eclipse, that's a weird thing. And you're going to, oh. If you're in GIMP and you can't seem to highlight anything, open a new layer and it allows you to do so. I don't know why it does this to me a lot, but it took me months to figure out how to do that. So you're going to take your circle tool and you're just going to copy the stud that you have. And now you're just going to go Control V. And you might want to zoom in a bit for this part. And you just take your stud and you drag it, and oh my god, it actually fit in kind of perfectly. That makes me happy. So now you just paste the stud again. This time, if I were you guys, I would take the flip tool and just mirror the image. That way it looks natural, because I would assume the light would be going different directions. I don't know. And then you just save it, and you click Export. And let's zoom in a little bit. Oops. Crud. Okay. And we're going to refresh. And there you have snake bites. I don't know why I said there you actually. And yeah, those look good. And I'm going to show you a side thing in case you don't want to get actual studs, what you can do instead. Just let me Control Z all this. What I like to do sometimes is take the dots and make them gray. Hello. Don't want the white in there, but I'll deal with it. So you just fill it with the gray, and then I take my scale tool and I go down quite a bit. Not that much though. And I just take some white and I just fill it in like so. Oh darn. Okay, it's alright if it's a little lopsided. I'm not actually making anything, and then you just refresh it. And you can have your own like little custom snake bites. So it is, once you're satisfied with what you have, you just click the import to game. I'm not going to do that since it's only a tutorial. And there you have your snake bites. So there you had it. I'm so sick today, I'm sorry. One really easy tutorial, but a really cool one, honestly. I always feel The Sims are a little more, like, badass when they have piercings and all that, so. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.